When I began the master program at the Kroc School of Peace Studies, I already had a Juris Doctorate. I had been litigating in criminal cases for about 20 years. During that time, I had used the skills I learned in law school to look at a factual situation and analyze it and then create the best argument I could. But I was still hitting a wall sometimes when I was negotiating. I was having trouble bringing my client halfway across the aisle and sometimes bringing the adversary also across the aisle.
In the JD program in the first year, students are subject to the Socratic method. They're cross-examined orally in class, and they develop the ability then to think logically and to make persuasive, cogent, and consistent arguments.
In the Masters of Peace and Justice program, our students learn that things like human rights violations are not produced and reproduced in a vacuum. They learn to analyze the cultural, economic, political, and legal subtexts that drive conflict and injustice. And it's really this holistic understanding that allows them to develop and implement successful programs over the long term.
In law school, students learn to understand the law. They measure the intent of statutes and enactments, and then they're able to effectuate the purposes behind those enactments, or to alter the enactments through amendments or litigation or rulemaking to accomplish the stated purpose or to go beyond those purposes and accomplish even better objectives.
In the Peace School, students are trained in a broad array of skills that help them to address cross-cutting challenges, including leadership and entrepreneurialism, negotiation, mediation, and facilitation, policy analysis and advocacy, human rights documentation, and many others. These skills are a natural complement to those that are traditionally honed in law schools.
The JD, coupled with the MA from Peace and Justice, takes the students into a new sphere. And that sphere is law and social policy.
Negotiation is at the heart of what lawyers and peace builders do, but because the arenas are different, the training offered by each school is also different. American legal culture rewards a highly competitive stance based on the adversarial model of the courtroom, whereas peace building requires skills for building trust and empathy and collaboration between adversaries. The Law and Peace Dual Degree program prepares students with both skill sets who are then uniquely positioned to influence international policy, whether it's migration policy, refugee rights, human trafficking, violence prevention, even engagement with non-state armed actors in peace processes.
The way that I'm applying the knowledge gained in my Juris Doctorate degree and in my Master in Peace and Justice degree is that now I'm directing a trial advocacy course at one of the largest universities in Latin America in Mexico City. This course supports the human rights, the rule of law, and the constitutional reform that Mexico is undergoing in its criminal justice system right now. It's something I'm very proud of.